DenoxSeries Discussion A78: Why Star Fox Zero needs to be ported to the Nintendo Switch. Hello YouTube, this is DenoxSeries speaking once again. Yes, this is yet another podcast that I want to do because, well, I wanted to talk a little bit about Star Fox Zero and why I think it should be ported to the Nintendo Switch. Yes, I know that the sales of Star Fox Zeros were horrible, and the reason being is because, like, I just played just a few minutes ago Star Fox Zero right before making this video, and it's like I get motion sickness so easily whenever I'm forced to use the motion controls, when I'm trying to learn something new, and like every single control's like all twisted together, like where you think that the buttons will be obvious, like if you want to jump you have to press the A button or the Z button or the R button, but no, you have to pull the lever down. Yeah, the right analog stick, you have to put it down and then you hover. That's when you're using the walker. So there's no options at all, so you can actually turn off that motion controls, because that game is made with motion control in mind. But the thing is, that doesn't have to be. It really doesn't, because the way the game is designed, it could have also been the option for you to use traditional controls. They could play on the go, like in the handheld mode, or you could play on the TV screen, or if you want to do motion controls and stuff like it was originally played in the Wii U version, then yeah, you have that option as well, because, well, the Joy-Cons for the Nintendo Switch, they have those motion things, I guess. People who likes motion, they have that option. But what really lacked about the Wii U version is that you are forced to use the motion controls, and I don't know if a lot of people get motion sickness because of that. In my case, it does give me motion sickness. Like, everything's all going good when I'm doing the classic spaceship levels, when I'm just moving forward, shooting down enemies. Good stuff. That's why I love Star Fox. That's the Star Fox 64 that I love. But once they get to the new things, the walker and all that stuff, like the controls are so clunky, I don't know where I'm going, it's so confusing. Plus, while I'm moving around, when I accidentally move the Wii U controller by accident, it's like, it's so confusing. Like, the camera's moving at the same time I'm trying to move, and then the two analog sticks are not exactly supporting each other, except for like if you want to do a fast turn. But anyways, let's get to the reason why this needs to come to the Nintendo Switch. Number one, it sold poorly on the Wii U, right? Why not put it on the Switch, the exact same game, ported, but give us the option to use traditional control like we did in Star Fox 64? Because not everyone wants to use motion control, let's be honest. We want that option, guys. We want that option, Nintendo. And you could do it. You could do it pretty easily. It shouldn't be that much work, because the game itself is pretty good. Like the environment, the graphics, and how they remake a sequel to Star Fox 64, which, if you notice, Star Fox Zero has like a 3 in the bottom because it's actually the third installment. Well, that's what I think. I could be wrong. The third installment of the traditional Star Fox game. The Star Fox Assault was probably the third one, in my opinion, because Star Fox Adventure don't count. Star Fox Command for the DS doesn't really count too much. It's more like a spin-off. And then Star Fox 64 3D, that was a remake. And then Star Fox Zero, that's like the actual third installment, because, well, Star Fox 2 then came out. Star Fox 64 was supposed to be Star Fox 2. But either ways, if you put that thing, that Star Fox Zero, you put that on the Nintendo Switch with traditional control options, that's all you need to sell a lot more than the Wii U version. I guarantee you, that thing is gonna sell so much more than the Wii U version. That's a good start right there, right? If you promote it the right way, if you add some new features, like, for example, online, which you didn't do on the Wii U version. Online mode, 2-player mode, because let's be honest, if there's gonna be a 2-player mode, it was not possible on the Wii U version unless you had just the gamepad. But the options you could have had was Pro, the traditional controller right there. You could have also used the GameCube control or the GameCube controller look-alike that you attach to the Wiimote. Now with the Nintendo Switch, you could play in the handheld mode, you could play on the go, traditional Star Fox 64 type of gameplay. You could still utilize the walker and all that stuff, but with better controls that people could easily understand, pick up, and play. They're so confusing. I didn't know what I was doing when I was playing it. So Star Fox 64 did very good. That's why they had a remake to see if it did well. Star Fox 2 is coming out for the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, which is already out, by the way, by the time I upload this. And now it's like, if you put Star Fox Zero on the Switch and it sells very well, then Star Fox 64 could revive itself. It can have new games in the future of Star Fox that the fans want, not what Miyamoto wants. Because what Miyamoto want was motion control gimmicks and all that stupid garbage, and they're forced to do it. You didn't give us controller options. You did not give us any other options. Like, you force us motion controls instead of traditional controls. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that part, because that's pretty much a no-brainer. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but Nintendo, if you see this video, or anybody else that sees this video that agrees with me, that Star Fox Zero would do much better on the Switch with traditional controls and a lot of control options on the go option, and maybe a few extra features like online. You do all that, Nintendo, Star Fox Zero is gonna be a great game. You really don't have to change anything else for the most part. Just a few things that kind of force you to use motion controls, I guess. And like, you know, that the gamepad had like the first person option and the traditional option, just like in Star Fox 64. You know, with a click of a button you could switch between the options, and you don't have to use both of them. Because that's another thing about Star Fox Zero for the Wii U. You had to use both screens at the same time in order to aim right. And you had to use the motion controls to actually aim correctly as well to other enemies above you. You couldn't do it very effectively other ways. It's ridiculous. But if you give us that option, everything will be good. Star Fox will be reviving. And then, if it sells well, do as an experiment like you did with Star Fox 64. Take a risk. And then if it does well, Star Fox will come back to life. We will have a lot of good games for Star Fox in the future for the Nintendo Switch and beyond. And just like Metroid with Samus Returns, we are gonna have the revival of Star Fox as well, because you tried to revive Star Fox, I guess, with the Wii U, but you did it in a horrible way because Miyamoto told you guys, no, I wanted a motion control. You guys have to do motion controls. Screw the traditional gameplay. And then they put like the direct sequel of Star Fox 64, which it looks just like it. I mean, you could have played like it as well, but the controls ruined everything. It really did ruin everything. So that's all I have to say about this video. What do you guys think? Will Star Fox Zero be better off being ported to the Switch with everything I said? I don't want to repeat myself. Will it succeed? If that happens, if Nintendo takes my advice, which hopefully they do, and even if they don't take my advice, they probably have other people telling them the same thing pretty much, that the Switch is a guarantee of success for Star Fox. You don't put Star Fox Zero on the Switch by the time it dies, Nintendo, you suck. That's all there is to it. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this video. Comment below your thoughts on this whole thing. Like this video and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Click on the bell so it could be part of your notification squad, so when I make new videos you'll be notified immediately. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this video, and until next time, take care, God bless, and stay cool. Bye bye. If you enjoyed this video, here's some more you may check out, and be sure to click the bell and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. See you there.